We're all set up? Okay. All right. Let's do this. In 2022, I began collecting records a lot more than I had previously. I upgraded my turntable that year. I got into soundtracks. And so at the beginning of 2023, I made the Vinyl Awards video for the previous year. It is now 2024. So you know what time it is. It's time for the 2023 Vinyl Awards. Now, when I tell you that I over doubled my record collection in 2023, that's not an exaggeration. I doubled it and then some. So you can imagine this was hard to make, but I did my best. And so tonight we have 6 categories. Let's jump right into the first one, shall we? First up, we have Best Artwork. This was one of the easier categories tonight. You'll see later that we have many nominees, but for this section, I just have 2 that I want to talk about. The winner for Best Artwork of 2023 goes to the Hollow Knight Piano Collections soundtrack. I think this artwork is so cool. I played Hollow Knight for the first time in 2023, and so for Christmas, I asked for all of the records from the game. And I think this one has such a cool artwork. I genuinely think this is such a cool just art piece in general. But it comes with a record too. Now, the other record I would like to talk about for Best Artwork goes to the soundtrack for the Studio Ghibli film Princess Mononoke. In 2023, I watched Ghibli movies for the first time, this being one of them. I actually own many other Ghibli soundtracks, and they might be talked about later on in this video. But Princess Mononoke, I just think is such a good movie visually, and I think this artwork is really great. Speaking of Studio Ghibli, there might be an upcoming video about all the movies I watched in 2023. I don't know. I'm not the one who said it. I'm not the one who... Second category of the night. Best Pressing. This is one of the more bulky categories with a lot of records I'd like to talk about. So let's get right away to the winner of Best Pressing. And that very prestigious award goes to none other than the Stardew Valley box set. All 4 records in this thing, I think, are so cool looking. If you've played Stardew Valley, you know that it is split up into 4 seasons. And so each record composes the music from each season of the game, and the pressings of said records match those themes. I think they did a great job with these designs. These splatters look so nice, especially the fall and winter ones. I think these are beautiful. And yeah, I'm very happy that I got this in 2023. The music is great, and the pressings look even better. Earlier, I mentioned that in 2023, I played Hollow Knight for the first time. And I also mentioned that I got the records for said game. One of these records had the DLC music for Hollow Knight. And look at this thing. It's amazing. That's what it is. It's amazing. Now, if you're a vinyl guy, you might have noticed something about this record that has you skeptical. It's a picture disc. But I've got good news, my vinyl friends. This picture disc plays beautifully. It sounds amazing. The sound quality on this thing is so good. That's the main reason I almost had it win this category just because of how good it sounds for a picture disc and how cool it looks. This record is awesome. The last pressing I want to really talk about, I got to thank a good friend of mine, Stuart. Again, I watched a lot of movies in 2023, and my good old friend had been recommending that I watch the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy ever since we met, like 6 years ago. So last year I watched all 3, and they're frickin' amazing, and the soundtracks are frickin' amazing. You can see where I'm going. I bought this off Discogs. It's pretty awesome. But wait till you see this pressing. What? This thing is freaking awesome. I love this record. I need to listen to it more because it slaps and the pressing is goated. Okay, third category. Now, for some context for this category, we need to go to last year's video. In the comments of that video, a good old friend of mine jokingly replied, "Where's the Fortnite record?" Now, me, being a psychic, I guess, said it'll win most anticipated next year. Little did either of us know, the good old people at I Am 8-Bit were cooking something. The winner most anticipated is Fortnite. This is definitely not a category just for a bit to fulfill a joke made last year. How did this happen? Okay, cool. Yeah, Fortnite. Anyway, fourth category, I guess. Let's go. This category is called Late to the Party. I listened to a good amount of old records last year. Not too many. I kept it manageable, but there were some freaking bangers that I did just never heard. And I'm going to talk about 3 of them right now from 3 artists that I had never listened to until last year, and now they're all freaking goated. The winner of Late to the Party is probably my favorite record I listened to last year, and that goes to Igor by Tyler, the Creator. I had never listened to Tyler at all until last year. I'm probably one of the few people that listened to this for the first time last year, but I'm glad. Better late than never, am I right? This thing is awesome. I could gush about any of the past 3 Tyler records, really. I picked up the Estate Sale a couple days ago. Unfortunately, it couldn't make this list because it's 2024 now, but that record, the packaging in that thing is awesome. It's got a lyric booklet. I don't want to rant about it, but I could. It's awesome. Anyway, let's get to the other 2 records I wanted to mention in this. Igor is our winner, but it would be a crime not to mention these other 2. This is a record that has piqued my interest for years, just because I think the album artwork is so clean and cool, and that's Daft Punk's Discovery. Now, this wasn't my gateway record into Daft Punk. That was Random Access Memories, the 10th anniversary edition. That record also slaps. But Discovery, I had this on my turntable for weeks and just didn't take it off. This thing is awesome. That's my motto of this video, I guess. Either this thing is goated or it's awesome. That's just how it is. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to stop talking about that record now, or else I will go on forever. Let's get to the third one, which some people are going to be like, why didn't this win? Why didn't this win? Yeah, this record deserves all the praise it gets. It's, dare I say the word, good. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is great. Complexion is like one of my favorite songs I've heard in the past year. That song alone is amazing. I need my hair to cooperate. Grr. Our next category of the night, category number 5, Best Soundtrack. This was really tough. I bought majority soundtracks this year. I didn't like picking this winner. I feel bad. I feel like I'm neglecting my children. Anyway, the winner of Best Soundtrack goes to none other than the freaking Batman. This thing, I'm not going to say it. It's goated. I don't want to get the pressings out to show you all 3 of them. I probably have pictures. I'll probably listen to this thing as I'm editing this to insert the pictures. These pressings are goated too. I wanted to talk about this for best pressing, but I knew I would be yapping a lot. So here it is, the Batman. It's goated. I've been trying to get this record for a long time, this specific pressing version, and I'm so glad I got it this year. It is awesome. That's our winner of Best Soundtrack, but oh, you thought it was over. I've got a lot of nominees to run through very quickly here, because I will talk about them for a while if I don't stop myself. This section in my notes is just called Ghibli, because I didn't know which one to talk about, so I'm going to talk about all of them. I'm going to be honest, I don't know why I didn't talk when I recorded this section of the video. I just kind of held the records up and made funny faces, but if you've seen any Ghibli movie, then you know these soundtracks are amazing. The Princess Mononoke one that I'm showing right now is actually an orchestra rendition of some of the songs. The one I showed earlier is the official film soundtrack that I also have. Again, don't know why I didn't say anything here, but here's me making weird faces. I also got this bad boy for Christmas. This record, I love it. I love this movie. It's so good. Here's a picture of the pressings. It's really cool. Yeah, it's cool. Minecraft, 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 Minecraft. Boom! Minecraft. I would argue that this is better than Volume Alpha. I think this collection of songs is great. Pressing is also this cool red splatter. This record I played all summer when they restocked this thing. Oh boy. But what about spooky music? What about scary music? Well, if I'm playing Phasmophobia or Lethal Company with some friends, then I know The Last of Us has got me. I loved this show. I had never played the game. I didn't grow up on PlayStation. Sue me. But yeah, the first thing I noticed when watching the show is how amazing the soundtrack is, and I picked it up. The pressing is also pretty cool. It's kind of hard to see in this. I'll probably throw a picture up, but yeah, pretty cool soundtrack. Again, I have more on my list to talk about, but this video is going to be so long if I do that, so I'm just going to throw up a bunch of pictures of a bunch of soundtracks that I loved that I picked up this year, because we got to get to our final category of the awards. Record of the Year. I'm hoping me, when editing this, put some cool reverb on that. Love you, man. Thanks for putting up with this 40-minute recording. Record of the Year. This one is special. It's for the records that came out in 2023. And my winner of this is also pretty special. And that winner is none other than Conditions of a Punk by Half Alive. A record that released in 2022. Yeah, so this record is a little weird. The official album released on streaming late 2022. But the vinyl, oh, that was another story. This bad boy didn't arrive until March 2023. So I was in a conundrum when making this list. Which record do I go with? Do I go with one that streamed in 2023? Or do I go with one that the physically first day I could get a record was in 2023? And I went with the one that physically I could first get my hands on it in 2023. Now, I know that seems like cheating, but I freaking love this thing. You see that? You see that guitar pick? I was given that by the bass player. I saw them live twice last year, and their next album, I'm hoping to go to like every city they tour. I'm trying to follow these guys because I love this band. Yeah, sue me. It may seem like I cheated the awards to have that one win, but I just love that record so freaking much. Well, that's all. Really, that's all. Okay. I was expecting to talk for way longer about these. Well, as the video ends, I'm just going to throw up pictures of more records that I want to at least showcase, if I didn't get to talk about them here, because I got a lot of great records this year. There's so many. I'm really happy with my collection so far, although I'm running out of room. So if anyone is looking for some duplicate Stranger Things copies, I've got too many. I will give away some Stranger Things records. I own too many. But yeah, that is about it for the record awards this year. Talked a lot more. Sorry about that. If you don't like hearing my voice, why are you still here? New video about all the movies I watched in 2023 coming soon. Stay tuned. Goodbye.